Hey guys, yeah, it's me again. About I'm sorry, kind of talking about another thing yet again. This time I'm gonna be talking about I guess an anime that I watched. It was based like an anime that kind of just watched while I was I'm not gonna fucking say too much, but it's fucking shit. Based there was some circumstance, I guess, that kind of just made me not really be able to kind of watch a lot of anime for a while. So I kind of made some more focusing up watching that shit, and it's sort of after just a long hiatus, I guess, of not watching anime for at least a few years. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the anime I'm gonna be talking about was actually a very, very good anime to kind of just go back to, honestly. Yeah, so what is the anime? Well, probably if I know what I'm gonna be talking about, but if you're blind or something, I got Bocchi the Rock. Yeah. Bocchi the Rock, or if I use the proper pronunciation, I guess. Anyway, Bocchi the Rock. I watched it. It was pretty fucking good, actually. And gonna be honest, I'm not actually expecting it to be that good, it's based on an anime that, and they did kind of try to watch a lot of music-related anime, for obvious reasons. Me being a musician and all that, for all, make a lot of music stuff. And I did watch a lot of fucking stuff, Hibiki, for example. It was actually very good. I don't have any problems with the anime itself, but I just kind of feel it's really my kind of thing, because I guess when it comes to the environment, I guess just the orchestra environments, it's not my kind of thing, and I guess I kind of didn't realize that fucking shit while watching the anime, Then I realized that it wasn't really my kind of thing, when I kind of just watched, because I was really that into the more rigid or the way rigid more way a lot of orchestras, and the kind of sense then it'd be and all that. It's not kind of thing I kind of into. Basically, the kind of itself didn't kind of much more. Just something that's more akin to Bocchi the Rock, I guess. Which, yeah, After that, I should also try to kind of watch K-On!, which, yeah, I thought it was more going to be a bit more my kind of liking. But while it was, I was closer to someone that I wanted, it ended up kind of being a bit too boring for my taste. I just I'm just not really watching the fucking shit around episode 7. Then I like to have that shit on my favorites page, But it's I haven't really fucking watched it ever since, so I don't know when I'm really gonna go back to watching K-On! Though, but I wouldn't say it's bad. In fact, I'd say I like quite a lot of fucking things for it, the music, for example. Also, it's kind of a banger, honestly. And the soundtrack, by itself in general, is very good. So, they've obviously caught that right. It's music anime, so the music needs to more fucking be good. So it makes perfect sense. Right, yeah. And I also watched some Saga too. That one's not exactly kind of. Well, definitely a bit more different. There's a full music anime, but it seemed to be not an anime that kind of seemed to be a bit more interesting, just because it seemed to be an Naruto anime that seemed to be just a bit more wild, I guess. It's much wilder, And I kind of like that, and I want to see how that would technically be But they really ended up being as good as I thought. Actually, the first 3 episodes are actually pretty fucking good, and I'm gonna be honest, I really want to opinion, the first 3 episodes so good, The kind of more focused actually after you know, the halfway point and all that, kind of motherfuckers just like become like well, the motherfuckers like living up to that standard, I guess, which sucks because the first episode like very promising, you know, like the first episode like fairly promising, but then up to just like kind of just like going like based like this generic kind of anime with zombies, I guess, which I mean it's kind of what I was like expecting at first, but like after the fucking like first 4 episodes, I was definitely expecting much more than that. So kind of switching up, just like kind of seeing the motherfuckers just like basically just well, go for like regular as idol anime after that. Well, it was kind of disappointing, you know. Niggas like that shit, but yeah, you know. Now about Butcher the Rock. Like, let me be honest with you, okay? I'm gonna tell her the fuck now. I feel like kind of like a Butcher the Rock is pretty much like the anime that I always wanted, okay? Like the exact kind of fucking anime that I always wanted, you know? Like K-On!, Zombieland Saga, Euphonium, all these anime did things that I liked, but never really ended up like appealing to me in some way or another, like, you know. But like, then I came Butcher the Rock and it was like, man, like, it was much cooler than I was expecting, okay? Like, I mean, for one, like, the anime itself surprised very high efforts. Yeah, a lot of very high effort animation and all that. I know a lot of videos where they talk about this fucking shit, yeah. Yeah, like, Butcher the Rock's animation is fucking great. I love the animation for Butcher the Rock. It's pretty good. It didn't have to be, which is kind of the fucking thing. Like, the anime already be like good enough, like, for me, like, you know, the already very relatable enough. But just more fucking essentially, like, not like, you know, having that shit. But it ended up, like, being so much better just because of the fucking fact that the animation is so bizarre and all that. But that was something I'm quite into. And I definitely did a lot of, like, very, like, experimental, you know, bizarre shit. Animation on that just being as fucking high effort as it was, as experimental as it was. I also got such like I was elevating like kind of like the anime of just being like a good, just honestly just so much fucking better than I was expecting. You know, maybe you'd say it was pretty alright. Yeah, but yeah. Now, when it comes to you know, the character of Bocchi. Actually, it's kind of telling why I'm more even up actually watching that shit to begin with. Like, technically, I was already kind of wanting to watch an anime before this. You know, it's an anime that I more fucking know. Has very similar themes, you know, of I don't know, social anxiety, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, talk about Komi-san, by the way, if you're wondering. I want to watch Komi-san, like, as the anime that I want to like fucking essentially just like, you know, watch after like kind of this hiatus of mine. But instead I actually now like watching Bocchi because there are a lot of people who talk about this anime, you know, like friends of mine for a certain Discord server, I guess. But they're just talking a lot about the anime. I was just like, well, I did want to watch Komi-san before, but honestly, why not? I mean, I could probably watch Bocchi, you know, like it's like a first like anime now for like quite a long while. And I gotta be honest, I could have not picked a better fucking anime. It was great, okay? Like, I gotta tell her the fuck now. Like Bocchi, you know that, like her character. It was just so fucking me. It hurts, okay? Like, I mean, technically, I haven't really gotten much better when it comes to just, you know, not showing my introvertedness as much. Like I said, I'm an introvert at the end of the fucking day. I think I always forever will be an introvert. But that was kind of the thing, you know, with Bocchi and all that. It felt like I was looking at like a mirror, like, of my past self, you know, like, it's like a mirror of my past self, like, just how I used to be like so much weaker, you know, just so much like kind of like I'm more like you know, then because I could be able to make as many friends and things like be able to kind of such like you know, talk as much, like interact as much. And I have like tried like, you know, to you know, make like efforts in doing this shit, but Honestly, seeing Bocchi kind of just be like that scene for like a spot that was there before, it felt pretty interesting, you know. I gotta be honest, like as I kind of seen just Bocchi, you know, I kind of see how I am right now. Definitely maybe just like appreciate, you know, like a much more like you know, how much I've grown, you know. I mean, honest, I still definitely have a bit of a problem when it comes just you know, talking to others, but I guess seeing Bocchi and all that, that's when you just like, you know, feel like on that, you know. I definitely have gotten much better since then, and while like, and don't worry, by the way, not that I'm actually saying like on that is like a bad thing, you know, for Bocchi or anything like that. In fact, I actually honestly, like throughout the entire fucking like anime, it's just more like just one kind of motherfuckers like just cheer on her, you know, just like now cheer her on, you know. I want a motherfucker series to succeed, you know. I want to see a motherfucker like attract others, you know, and just, you know, motherfuckers just like kind of getting like kind of better and better when it came to that shit. I wanted to see that, you know, and it felt pretty good kind of seeing like just kind of like up just you know, attracting with friends and all that. I mean, gonna be honest with you, I was wanting to kind of just you know, get in a band at some points. I would definitely try and see if I can make that dream a reality, but you know, the mere fact that watching them just like take the first step, you know, and all that felt pretty good, you know. And not only that, she also is definitely like kind of much better as a guitarist as well, and I think you know, she definitely has a lot of potential, and you know, I feel like kind of like by like kind of you know, have like kind of missions that motherfucker just like kind of and I want to see like become like stronger and stronger, you know, after like each like, you know, the kind of like a season like kind of passes, you know. I mean, I know there's gonna be a second season for this fucking shit, but I sure as hell hope there is, because I want to fucking see Bocchi just grow, okay? I want to see her grow. See my girl grow, okay? I want to grow, okay? I want to see that shit, you know? I like Bocchi as a character, you know? It just felt nice because, you know, it felt similar to how I was before, and, you know, it just felt good to kind of just see, kind of know, seeing kind of just sound like I'm just doing all those fucking things, you know? Interacting with others and all that. Doing things that even I have like fucking done yet, you know? It's very good, you know? And, yeah, you know. The Character of Bocchi, you know, that related to me a lot, you know. You know, like, the overall, like, animation was very good. So, yeah, I mean, there's already a lot of fucking things that I, you know, relate to a lot with this anime, but is there anything else? I mean, well, I mean, yeah. The soundtrack, maybe. I mean, it is a music-related anime. If the soundtrack isn't good, then why should you want fucking bother watching this shit in the first place? I mean, that's kind of the fucking thing, you know. Like, if the soundtrack is really good, then I mean, I don't even feel like a bother of watching this. I mean, even K-On! Had a pretty good soundtrack, and I was like find like kind of K-On! To be that's like best like thing to watch anymore. But yeah, what do you think about the Soundtrack of Bocchi the Rock? Well, I mean, it's pretty nice actually. Like, I know we're tending more of, like, I almost like if I could say it's like the absolute best I've heard when it comes to anime. Like, I've been like very picky when it comes to my anime soundtracks, you know. You might not seem like it, but I mean, like, considering I'm a musician, you know, that doesn't have like much higher standards when it comes to music, just, you know, in general. And then I kind of gravitate towards like kind of come to much more specific stuff, like in general. Like, for example, like some of the stuff that I kind of like, you know, that it comes to anime, you know, could be like, you know, the kind of Madoka Magica is opening, you know, like connects. I'm staying that's the name of it, yeah. And also Magia, you know, the ending theme for it as well, is also very good. Like, really, really good. In fact, I'll say it's probably like the tower the fuck now. It's on one for fucking anime songs ever. Actually, one of like songs, very songs in general, like it's just so unique. Like, I don't think anyone could be able to just say like it as I guess good in an anime soundtrack. Like, it just feels so unique. You know, Yuki Kajiura, I listen to more of her stuff. Okay, she is very cool. I want to see how like kind of her style is like at some point. And if I can see more of her, okay, it's very cool, right? It's a very cool style now. Very gloomy, very apocalyptic. I love Magia. All right, it's a very cool song. Yeah. But you know, other than that, I mean, I think there's stuff like, you know, JoJo, you know, opening themes. Those pretty much slap like kind of cut the routes, you know. As we know from JoJo themes. Actually, I think personally, like the Soundtrack of Sadame is my favorites. Yeah, very fucking good track. So we love that one. So it's a bit better than Bloody Stream, actually. I know what else is like a fucking like kind of you know, controversial thing to say, but also yeah, you know, Soundtrack of Sadame it's better than Bloody Stream. Saying now, okay. And also, Preconnect, Princess Connect, his opening theme is also very fucking good. Like I actually got fucking surprised to hear the fucking guy like kind of compressed intro for that one. It was fucking amazing, alright. So I was not expecting that to be amazing, like that at all. Like, I really wasn't. Like the brass intro just coming in, just being like, just like that, like just fucking cutting like that. God, that was so cool, man. But yeah, not a lot of anime music to kind of essentially be that good. Like, I guess another thing I can be able to fucking say is a lot of the fucking music for it doesn't be consistently good, I guess. There's someone I guess kind of seems to be noticed, like I guess like stuff that's I guess just like kind of like I want like the music the page is not like a front and center, I guess, like the opening, like any themes on that. There's all stuff I like gravitate towards because, you know, it's all like voices in the background, there's background noise in general, if I say them just you know, around the music. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's stuff like Bocchi. I think the other fact like a music kind of like that kind of thing is like very consistent. You know, soundtrack wise, just as a whole, it's clanted, and even then, like, so because of the fact that like a lot of fucking music was like more fucking just like lifted straight from the VN, you know, like visual novel, you know. So it makes way more sense there because it's really made for an anime soundtrack to begin with, so it's why a lot of like it is much more consistently good. Bocchi though, I'd say it's definitely like, kind of like a much more consistently good than I was expecting. It wasn't really like at the same level as a lot of like the stuff that I said, but when it comes to the pure consistency, Bocchi the Rock was pretty good. I like it a lot, you know, like there are some music that I can gravitate towards a bit more, like, you know, that band, for example. God, especially love the fucking intro for like the anime version. And it's fucking criminal how like that isn't like in the fucking like kind of like actual OST version. Like they really sure fucking such like put the fucking intro there. Like the intro is just so cool, man. Like listening to shit without the intro just feels wrong to me. Yeah. Thankfully there's like a fucking like upload on YouTube, so I can be able to concentrate on just like, you know, listening and that fucking shit. I'm not gonna link it, but I'm sure people already know what it is. If you don't know like kind of like about the anime already, probably fucking like I have like seen the fucking upload. So I'm just saying. I don't really have to say anything about it, but it's a fucking great intro, okay? And while I'm not necessarily like particularly like the most like proficient at guitar, personally, I mean, well, I'm not really a guitarist per se. I mean, I'm just a drummer, really. I mean, I don't play the drums yet, but if I would play any instrument at all in my life, it would be the drums, okay? I made just a drummer at heart, pretty much. Not really a guitarist, though. I do more fucking know some things about like kind of the technique, actually. Which actually, telling someone else as well. Like when it comes to animation, I mean, I was like, well, if I could fucking say there's really a lot of like things that I'm just like finding out that it was you know, very problematic when it comes to animation. There was really a lot of stuff, you know. But there was one part, I think. It was a little bit weird. Like there was there's like one like basically like the same like fucking episode I'm not talking about where they play. Well, they also played the song that I'm talking about. You know, that band. Yeah. It's basically like a riff that I like. That's actually like really cool. Just like, you know. You know, like. But like when it comes to that little like they're like that like little part there. I know for a fact that when it comes like the sound of that fucking shit, like I guess like when it comes just the technique overall that kind of used, I pretty much like kind of you know need to kind of do this shit like a certain way, like usually like the way you kind of just do this shit. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a trill, you know, like a trill on the guitar. You know, I actually quite like the sound trills on guitar, so when it comes on the technique and all that, I actually know quite a bit about it. I mean, just for like, I don't know, watch like kind of our guitar related videos on YouTube, I guess. I mean, you know, a lot of guitar covers and stuff. And when it comes to like emotion there, I didn't necessarily see the motion that essentially signified that it was a trill sound. Like, mind you, I don't necessarily know a lot about guitars. I can say a bit of fucking see one on the kind that's actually accurate. But for anyone who's more fucking essentially kind of more efficient at guitar, like, I don't know. Can anyone tell me what all that fucking shit is like actually correct or not? Like, you know, just I don't know. Look at the fucking scene that, like, you know, if I watch the anime, you could like look at the fucking scene and maybe like say kind of just see what all the kind that's like actually like the right like kind of way to like make that sound. Because no, for a fact, when it comes like the trill on that, you have much more effects to like move her hands kind of like in a very specific way, you know. But like the animation itself and all that, they didn't exactly like Bocchi doesn't like move the hands, so it's gotta be weird, you know. I just wonder when all like it actually is weird, when all like there's actually like the fucking females use, but or we were just fucking like just stripping it a little bit, yeah. Otherwise, I was fucking thinking of having a browse animation itself. I mean, I didn't exactly see a lot of it. Mostly when I've actually seen like kind of like the drum like recordings, I guess, you know, for like Nijika and all that. Because I'm not a drummer now, yeah, fucking if I'm more fucking not like finding sort of faults when it comes like the drums and all that. Now fucking I'm just picking that shit up even more, but only enough. I think it comes like the guitar thing specifically is more like first thing just call my own when it comes just I don't know, the animation error. But other than that, it was actually fairly minor, yeah. I don't know how good animation is, but I know for a fact it's actually very fucking hard to do like animation like this in anime. So, I mean, I always consider the Bocchi did like the best they fucking could, pretty much. Just that one out, okay. Animation, this kind of fucking stuff, this be very fucking hard. So, kudos to the fucking like animation team for just you know, putting a great effort there. Yeah. Right. So, I actually have something else to kind of say about the soundtrack as well. This might sound weird. Alright, but I'll say it right here. I've noticed a lot of like the bass playing for that shit in particular. I make a lot of like Sonic Forces music, oddly enough. Like, you know, they kind of sound like there's a lot of like Sonic Forces music. Like, I think like Arsenal Pyramid and let's say Heights in particular probably should be like kind of the best showcase fucking shit, but there's a lot of like just a lot of jumping around. There's the octaves, yeah. A lot of like you know, jumping around, like, you know, it's just you know, like a lot of like moving around in the fretboard, you know, there as well, like zooming around, you know, just like, you know, a lot of like pitch bands and all that. And overall playing is much more melodic, you know. I just gotta remember to hear like I think Kikuri. You know, the drunk bassist bitch. I love her character a lot, by the way. I want to see more of her like the second season if there is any. Honestly, a drunk bassist bitch. Like her fucking got like kind of like a bass playing. Actually, reminded me even more of like you know, Sonic Forces in a way. I guess again like the fucking way to kind of like someone just like jumping around in octaves a lot, like the way the kind of bass playing is like, you know. And you know, came in the fucking like kind of like a bass playing and all that, like in that episode that she was playing, you know, alongside Bocchi and all that. But it's like essentially like playing like kind of just like a version of like that band, which is like all like kind of like Bocchi's guitar playing and Kikuri's bass playing and all that. I noticed that her bass playing reminded me a lot of Sonic Forces music, you know, like similar like just you know, move around like on octaves and all that, yeah. Yeah, you know. I guess, do I have anything else to say? I don't know, I don't think I do. I mean, yeah. Because I'm not really doing this, like, having a fucking script over here, so if I have anything to say, well, I guess, come on, like, yeah, this fucking shit, but, nah, I don't think I really have, so, I don't know. I guess I am is now, well, yeah. Yeah, so, if you enjoyed this, I guess, maybe subscribe. Again, it's like I want to say this, but it's kind of situation like I'm gonna be like doing a lot of like very different things now. There's a lot of changes to this channel, a lot of like things now, and I just want you to I don't know, be, I don't know, like informed about the fucking thing that's gonna be coming out, you know. So yeah. If you enjoy this, feel free to subscribe. Cause I'm gonna do sort of things like this, you know, a lot more often, you know. All right, so I guess that's it now. So I'm gonna just fuck off now. Bye.